No sweetie, no sweetie. Survival ninkondo. Survival ninkondo. Olemera. Nibangono. Bakudia bwino. Nibangono. Inana vimala. Nibangono. Koma boyonda. Ndise bambiri. Balina nzeru. Ndise bambiri. Banafika kusikuru. Ndise bambiri. Elo malova. Ndise bambiri. Bamene basebe. Nibangono.
Failure of leadership can be seen by the current, UPND. They have failed to bury the president because it is their duty.
No, Honorable Nyirenda, no. I think as politicians, it's time we started being honest with the people. To do politics all the time and every time, I think is very unfair for the citizens out there. Honorable Nyirenda, to say that the delay in the burying of the former late Republican president, Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, is as a result of lack of leadership on the part of government. I think it's unfair, to say the least. No, you politicians can play your own games, and I don't care what names you call me, but I think we need to be very realistic, and we need to be very fair, because we as citizens are able to see what kind of games you politicians are playing. Anyway, maybe nakujubilan pakati 10 TV program.
Failed to bury the president because it is their duty. It is not the duty of the opposition to bury a former Republican president. It is their duty. And I'm now urging them to see how they can engage the family so that we can come and...
So, Honorable, I want to just understand. And let's have honest conversations. Let's have sincere conversations. Remember, this is a very sensitive matter. Honorable, let's remember that the person that we are talking about here is not an ordinary citizen. We are talking about a former Republican president who did not only rule this country as president, but also had a family. He had a wife. He had children. And we are all privy to the bone of contention regarding this matter. To solely put the blame on government, I think is unfair. And we need to be very realistic. We need to face and grab the bull by its horns. Honorable, are you honestly saying government has not been engaging the family? If you were to be very honest, are you saying government has not been engaging the family? Let's be sincere. Let's remove the issues of cadarism here. You call us cadres, but let's remove the cadarism issue and let's just be human beings. Let's be people that have loved someone before. Let's be people that have treasured or cherished someone before. Let's put our political differences aside. Because from our observation, some of us, you politicians are just playing games here. We have taken advantage of President Lungu's death to just play politics, which is very unfortunate. You are suggesting that the government must engage the family. Are you saying, Honorable, government has not engaged the family? That's a question that I want you to answer. Are we honestly saying government has not engaged the family? See what we were being updated by Honorable Makebi Zulu that the family and the government are in talks. So what kind of engagement are we talking about here? And if the government has failed, Honorable Nyirenda, if government has failed, this is a death of a Republican president or a former Republican president that we are talking about. And if we are genuinely concerned, if we are honestly and genuinely concerned, Honorable, I'm speaking as a citizen of this country, because the fact that you people are just playing games about this matter, it hurts. It honestly hurts, and you don't know what you politicians are doing to this country by just politicizing the death of President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. If you feel the government has failed to negotiate or engage the family, you are a member of the Patriotic Front. And the Patriotic Front has got structures. You have people that you call leaders. Have you at any point reached out to the government and say, oh, President, UPND, let's put our politics aside. This man has to rest. We have politicized this matter, but I think it's time we just do the right thing. And if you did that and the president or the government said we have failed, did you at any point, you as a party, just try to engage the family? Yes, it may not be your duty to bury the president, but you admit that it is the role of the government. And the government has been trying the best they can to engage the family and see to it that they bury. But of course, there have been misunderstandings. And the misunderstandings are understandable because people are in pain. Stuff happened in the past. But we can't continue playing games. We can't continue politicizing this issue. Well, somebody has been in the morgue or has been in the mortuary for over 5 months. It's unfair. If we are going to continue saying they have failed, it's lack of leadership. Hey, it is their duty. It is not the role of the opposition. I mean, this is all politics, and it's only proving that you're taking advantage of someone's death to just play politics, which is very unfair for people that may not be interested in the politics that you politicians are playing. If you feel the government has failed to engage the family, obviously, it's in public domain that you as the Patriotic Front are more closer to the family. Why not play your role? If you're really interested in seeing President Lungu buried, why not play your role also as the opposition? Because mundu ngatafa timachosapo vonse vama differences, timachosapo ma politics yonse. Then we say, let's sit down. Even in the Bible, let us reason together. Though your sins were red as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Verse in Bible, Moses 3 verse 10. So now we should be blaming one another now. Hey, it is because of this. Because even the UPND could have their own reasons as to why this has delayed. You are blaming them. They can also blame you. They can say, you have taken advantage of this funeral to maybe just push your political mileage. You politicians can come up with all sorts of excuses. But it is unfair for the citizens. Not all the citizens are politicians out there. Some of them genuinely want to see President Edgar Chagwa Lungu put to rest. But to start finger pointing, it is because of this one. It is because of this one. It's not yielding any positive results. The best thing we can do is, if you feel they have failed by UPND, call them, go, interact with them. You people claim it's that politics is just played somewhere else. When you meet, you laugh, you joke. Why have you failed to joke about it or talk about this matter? You know that someone somewhere may gain through this death. But at the expense of who? The Zambians. So 4 months, 5 months, it's unfair what you politicians are doing, to say the least. This blame game should come to an end. If you feel the UPND has failed, reach out to them or let them reach out to you. I don't know. Reaching out, the only time you reach out is when you're just calling each other names. So immature, for lack of a better term. This is not a story that we should be talking about for 5 months. The death of a former Republican president, the burial of a former late Republican president, it should be the issue that we are talking about over and over. This one, it is this one. This one, it is this one. If you feel the UPND have failed, if you feel government has failed to engage the family, do it on their behalf. President Lungu was also your president. He was your party president for that matter. And if you genuinely feel he deserves to be buried and the government has failed to do so, you can play a role. If you are genuine and honest in whatever you are saying, madam. Okay, Chani Baba, Koche. Chani Baba. That's why Nakamba so. Chani Baba. Because this is an issue that has taken so much time, but we're just playing politics. It's visible. Some of us can tell that you politicians are just playing politics about this issue. But just imagine it were you. Problem.